Today we're going to work on putting the SolaTrim up on Mitch's solar array here. We also need to do a little bit of cable management. We got roasted in the comments a bit for just plugging in and tucking the cables underneath. So we're going to go back through, secure those up, get them off of the shingles.
Thanks for your comments.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And then we're going to put this stuff around here. It should be a pretty easy installation. We've got step one, which is basically wipe it all down, make sure that it is clean. And then without reading the instructions yet, I'm guessing step two is rip this off. Got the 3M pad and then stick it on the panels. It's got a really nice thick padded double sticky layer here. I think it's going to be a great product if we need to. We've got some 10 shears and we'll cut it down. You can cut it to contour, do whatever you need. In our situation, we may or may not have to do much of any of that. What is this for? Well, he doesn't really have any trees right here, but one of the big things is it keeps leaves that are blowing in from getting up under here and causing, blockages and getting junk underneath that could potentially be a fire hazard. Also, it keeps rodents from coming up underneath and chewing on wires and messing stuff up. So all in all, it's just a good barrier. It's pretty sturdy, it looks nice, it allows for airflow, and it's relatively inexpensive. So we're gonna get going on that. First, we need to pull up this entire top row, and then we're gonna do our cable management, slide it down to fill that gap because we left a gap between the two. And then once we get the gap closed, then we'll go around and actually start installing this stuff. All right, we've got things mostly secured here. We'll tidy up a little bit more as we go along, but the gap is closed. Instructions: SolaTrim installation instruction, clean all solar array edges. Okay, we're gonna use the included wipes to prepare the frame for the SolaTrim.
Yeah, these have been here since July?
Yeah, I think so.
So they
And
had some weather.
Yeah, it's March of the next year. Good news is they've been doing great.
Oh yeah.
And if you want to see the full installation video, we'll put it right here, right there. The SolaTrim comes in two different sizes. Trim the SolaTrim panel to fit if you need to. And then we're going to remove the adhesive, and then we're going to double check, and then we're going to use the J-Roller to apply pressure.
Shoom, shoom, shoom.
We got a J-Roller right here. This is, I was going to purchase one on Amazon, but then I realized Signature Solar had them just as inexpensive. This looks like a pretty high quality one. Other than the fact that it causes cancer in California. But we're in Texas, so we should be good. So you want to start at the corners, according to the instructions. And then you want to bend at the raised lip. So we got the corner bent, but you can see right here, I'm actually going to try to get to right here on this side. So I need to cut that part off. It actually cuts nice and easy. And that gives us a solid, clean corner. There we go. All right. I think next time what I would do is not stick that, or not peel it off on the corner right there yet, but just peel it to right here and then peel it off as we go. But we're going to use this guy to apply the pressure, and that feels really nice. Yeah, this roller's great. Do not overlap the panels. It also says that you can do a gap of 1/8 to 1/4 inch below, which is kind of what we've got here. It kind of fluctuates a little bit, but I'm actually gonna probably come up just a little and then put it on just like that. You know, once you place it on here, it's going to immediately stick, which boy, it does. But then it says it'll take about an hour to cure completely. So I got that. All right. that on there. I'm gonna lift this one up to kind of the spot where I want it. Yes, perfect. And just like that, we're in good shape.
Less pressure on it. Nice.
Yep. On the second corner, I bent it, cut it, held it in place, and then I peeled off the red backing. And this allowed me to get a really nice corner, not have to worry about sticking it on the wrong spot and having to come back and peel it off. And this just worked great. The outside edge was slightly more complicated due to being on a ladder, but really not that bad. Mitch and I both had our own way of doing things, but at the end, it all turned out the same. So just find what works for you and make sure you just apply even pressure, get it on, it'll be great. Okay, so this is kind of how I think through this corner here. From the side, if you're looking at this, we're gonna have a gap here. I don't love that gap. We can actually cut that down and go underneath with it if we cut it. Now over here on the side, we've got this edge that can be bent, but we don't like bending. Well, if I bend at the corner, then I'm way far away from this guy. So I'm actually going to bend at this corner and then custom cut this entire side and then wrap around over there. So at this point, I'm just gonna try to bend right along this edge, which is actually a lot harder than you would think because it wants to bend on the weak parts, which is right here. So you almost have to like bend the whole thing like this and then come back and straighten out the grate to your 90, if that makes sense. At least that's the way that it's been working best for me. So at this point, we have a really nice tight 90 degree. So I'm going to start right here. And then I'm going to cut out here. Then straight up like that. And I'm going to cut across here. And then down like that. Pull this off a little bit. Shove this corner right here all the way over to where we make contact with that. And now I'm going to start pulling that off and applying pressure here. Okay. And now if I was to go ahead and pull this tape off here, it would be stuck here with this gap, which is why I like to push that in there and then start peeling that back. Just like that. Now we'll let Mitch do it with the ladder on the other side. I don't want to lean too far over there, but I think that looks pretty good. At this point, you've basically seen the entire process several times over. There's really nothing else to say other than thanks to Signature Solar for sending this product out for review. And if you are interested in this or anything else and you would like a discount, consider using my affiliate links and discount codes in the description or the QR code right here. If you want to see the entire process of setting up this 4,000 square foot house to make it off-grid, check out these videos right here, and we will see you on the next one.